Just click go live, so we should be streaming live. You should have got a notice saying it's going live. And
Yep.
Zoom is connecting with YouTube and
hit get it right.
ending up.
Here we are.
Hey, it's got a different banner, which is good. I was afraid it would put our old banner on it.
Gotta look good for the public.
There we go.
Click go live, so we should be streaming live. You should have got a notice saying it's going live. And,
Yep. You already got it, and I'm on YouTube, and we're live on there. I'm watching it.
Right. Howdy, YouTube world. Welcome to the Crazy Eight live chat holiday end of year meeting event. We're happy you're here, and we sure hope you'll step forward and send some questions to us, have a few drinks, have a few laughs, and check it out. Did we lose Wayne? There he is. Howdy, Wayne.
Hey, sorry guys, had a little technical difficulty. Wi-Fi doesn't want to carry good out across the shed here from the house. Hey, there's old Roger.
Hey, Roger. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Roger.
Nice to you.
Cheers. Yeah. So, Ray, you did. How'd your little project go today, buddy?
Oh, it's running pretty good. I'm gonna have to finish it up tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sorry, you had to shut down, right?
Yeah, I had to shut down. Wife wanted me in for dinner, and I only had another half hour before I had to get in here, log on with you guys. So
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll get up in the morning. All I gotta do is fire it up. So we'll be good. It was running hot. Holy shit, that thing was producing some strong alcohol.
Yeah, I like those spirit runs, man. They're gravy too.
Yeah.
How many gallons was it?
I stripped off almost 2.5 gallons off that rye mash.
Did you?
Yeah, I got I had 2 gallons and then a quart and a pint. So I haven't that first gallon is fairly high proof stuff because I was just playing with that head to see what it would do. And it's spitting out 150 with no packing, no nothing. So
Oh,
all right.
no onion. Was that with no onion also? No, I lost him.
Who'd we lose?
It looks like Wayne is in and out.
Ditto. Welcome to the chat, buddy. Mr. Lopez, it's good to see you. Rogers asking straight rye question mark.
I'm not a rye drinker. That's Wayne is for sure. I think that's not my favorite. I'm not a rye guy.
Looks like we lost Wayne again.
He's been lost.
I sampled my rye a little bit today. It's still hot.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's still straight off the still in jars. I don't know if I'll throw it in my underground bunker, let it just sit a year. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Sometimes I like that stuff, but not always. I'm a sweet kind of guy. I'm a big guy. I like my sweets. So anything sweet's appealing to me. That's not gonna be something you're gonna want sweet. I'm actually thinking that might be something the guy wanted to throw some peppers in or something because it's already hot.
Yeah.
Big Bear.
So Mr. Lopez is asking, what's the topic for tonight? Pretty much just relaxing, having a toddy, and answering any questions that we can help anybody.
So we're getting close.
Yeah. Switch back to my phone.
You might like this bamboo rum if you haven't tried it there, James.
I like bum.
Yeah, the bamboo. That's a
What
nice
is that?
sweet vanilla.
It's actually dangerous. I mean, you'll sit there and keep drinking it because it's so good. You have to get up and go to the restroom.
That's a store-bought rum?
Yeah, it's a store-bought rum.
Yeah.
It's a nice sweet vanilla.
I hate to be that guy, but I'll be honest with you. I don't buy any alcohol anymore. I'm sitting on
Well,
gallons.
Alvin said it was so good, I had to try it.
Yeah. I made 3 gallons of rum in the last 2 days. Spiced rum.
Yeah, so you
So-
don't need to buy any for a while.
No. My Christmas drink came out real well. If I can get the lady to give my wife the recipe for her part of it, man, I'll tell you what, that stuff's turned out really, really good for only aging from the 9th of December on.
Yeah.
It's a cranberry. There's actually a cranberry, what was that? A cranberry relic. And I don't even like cranberries. This stuff tasted almost like a raspberry to it. And we got all done with the event that night, and they had all kinds of it left. So I brought it home, and I'm like, man, I'm going to throw this stuff in some shine and see what happens. And that happened on the 9th of December. And I started sampling it Christmas Day, and it's good.
Roger says to try putting some caramel apple chips in the rye.
Caramel apple chips, eh?
Yep.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Yep.
And then
I've got that bag of chips to try. Not that one, but another one.
Dano says he just received a 4-pack of Blue Corn Lager beer. Now that sounds interesting.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I was just doing the spirit run on that, all that brandy that from the grapes that my friend gave me. I wound up with 6.5 gallons. Putting it in, well, it was 4.5 gallons, and I proofed it down with grape juice. Thought I'd give it a try. See how that turned out. It's coming out pretty decent.
That's what you ran today?
Yeah, that's what I was running today. I got to finish it up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I got my blue corn all pressed out today.
Did you?
I might wait till Thursday. We're supposed to start getting rain Thursday. And I might wait till Thursday and run that.
I wanna get this finished up running, and then I think I'm gonna start working on getting the oats ground that I yeah, I'm having a break.
You got a lot of oats.
I do. I got 10 pounds of oats to get ground up. 4 pounds of it smoked. So I want to get that poutine going.
Nice.
So yeah, I smoked those oats with pecan wood.
Oh, cool.
So just thought I'd try something different. See how it comes out.
I got like
I bet
50
you got
pounds
pecan
of
flavor
corn
through.
left over from my cows of flaked maize that I'm gonna have to do something with this spring. I think I'll run all of it straight corn. Just run straight corn liquor. All grain, of course.
Yeah. I need to make another batch brew up another batch of corn. Maybe I can do that this weekend.
There you go.
Well, Alvin had a real good idea for me to use Godzilla, kind of strip it down and then take it inside the air conditioning or whatever and use my little one to do it, low and slow or whatever.
Right.
I think it's a good idea. Because the 220, I can't hardly keep it back. It always wants to run fast. And I had good luck on the last wash I did on the little one inside. Real good, I thought. So it makes me more interested in trying them brandies and stuff. It was good. It was pretty good. wish I had what Ray's got, all access to all that fruit and stuff up there.
Most of the time, my fruits is apples and pears, but
That
my
should-
buddy just didn't want the grapes this year. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I'm probably not gonna get as many next year,
Yeah,
but that's okay. I'm gonna have so much brandy sitting around from all those grapes he gave me this year. I probably won't be able to have it all drank anyway.
right. You're kind of caught up.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm thinking they'll be close to 3 gallons by the time I get it all proofed down.
Mm,
Plus what I've got from stuff he gave me before. So
Wow.
I've got more than enough brandy to last me for a while, so I start on all this stuff.
Yeah, I want to do another one of them grape concentrate things.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, come out good. I was surprised how clean it came out. It really, it was, you know, it was cleaner than anything I'd ever run. So I'm excited to put more natural, you know, put sugar in there, the grape juice, and less of the cane flour. And I'm thinking that'll come out pretty good. Yeah, you know, Ray, I put the white raisins in there you suggested, and I mean, it's doing it, but it's pretty slower than I expected it to be. But I got time.
Oh, yeah, it'll take a little time. Give
Yeah.
it like 3-4 months.
Okay,
But I'd still check it in about a month, see what you think, you know.
yeah. Well, they're holding together pretty good. The color of the.
Oh, they won't come apart.
I figured.
They'll
they-
just swell up and stay there.
Gotcha.
They
Yeah. That's cool.
they'll seem to absorb the harshness out of your liquor too.
I had 4 quarts, and I treated 3 of them with raisins, like I was telling you. And that last one I left, it was what I thought was the hearts that come out the best. I was like, this is too good to be smirched. I'm going to drink this as liquor. Yeah,
Oh, hey,
it's right in the middle. So, yeah.
Roger was thinking about using his pot still head as for making a rum. I would
Oh, yeah.
definitely use your pot still for making rum.
You know, Roger, Alvin, I think he might have got it from JC, but these guys have done a coffee rum with molasses thing with instant coffee. That sounds really good. I'm going to do that yet this winter. And maybe, I think the recipe's on our site, isn't it?
JC's recipe? Yeah, it's on our site.
Oh, okay.
And I think Alvin's got his version of JC's recipe on the website.
Yeah, and you know, I'm sure JC's is just fantastic, but Alvin's told me about his a lot, and I want to try it. I know he really liked it. Excuse me.
I haven't decided what sugar I'm going to use for it next time. I think I might use that, what's it, Merino sugar
Yeah.
that Wayne uses.
Good stuff.
Is
Well, and now that I got a source, I'm going to start using it too. I already got some bought, but couldn't get any worse. I shouldn't say worse. And Burton helps. I will say that.
Mhm.
But I'm sure the Merino will be easier on me than just straight up.
Now, see, I can't seem to find it as cheap as you guys can. The
Really,
biggest I can find is a 2-pound bag, and it's like $4.
Huh.
maybe that's a state tax from your one.
See, down here at the, like in the Dollar Tree, you can find a 2-pound bag for, it's $1 something.
Yeah, the $1.25 store now.
you got
can
Wally
also,
World by you, Ray?
Huh?
You have Wally World by you?
Yeah.
Should be around,
it. 6.18.
yeah,
For
around
8 pounds.
6.18 for 8
I'll have to
pounds,
check.
right?
I'll have to check Walmart because
That
when
8
I've
pound
seen it
bag
was
is
at
6
Aldi's.
You know what? I think I got it for less than that at Aldi's. I think it was like $5.40 or $5.60 or something. Straight
Yeah,
up.
You guys get all your Aldi's beer and shit. None of the Aldi's around here sells beer. None.
Really?
Man, they have 5 or 6 different ones. The first one I got, I really liked it. I didn't ever get anything else. I just give me that cheap fucker right there. It's not that cheap. It's still $7 a 6-pack, but I like it. Yeah.
Seems to me Wolf posted something about Aldi's being cheaper on that sugar.
I think that's, they're the cheapest around here, and they always have it. They got a big old gob of it, you know?
I gotta get some molasses though. You ordered it from Webster store, right, Bear?
I did. It was like 66 bucks delivered for 5 gallons.
Damn. We're-
That's yeah, but that weighs what, like 25, 30 pounds?
Yeah, 45 or something like that. I forget.
45 pounds.
Yeah.
So the shipping on that is what had to kill you.
Well, it was like 21 to 25 bucks to ship it, but get this. So they shipped it from Kentucky up to Michigan, made it to Saginaw, Michigan, and they dropped the ball in Saginaw. Somebody broke that sucker open.
Oh no.
So they sent me a notice from Saginaw that I need to get a hold of Webster and find out what's going on. So I did. So I got a hold of them and they checked and they found out that they destroyed my delivery. Well, Webster shipped that son of a pup next day air.
Oh shit.
$100.
Damn.
And
I was
I
gonna say
did not
that couldn't be cheap.
I did not pay for that $99 delivery next day air.
Sweet.
Saginaw paid for that. FedEx. Oh yeah, Daddy. I had it one day later, and I was gonna get it anyhow.
That cost
$100.
them a fortune.
But you know what? From Kentucky to here, it's 8 hours to Kentucky from my place. Straight driving.
Only 8?
Yeah, I think it's 8.
It's almost. Nah, it's got to be more than that, bud.
Well, when we do Maggie Valley, I think it's gonna be 12.
Because I think, Southern Kentucky's usually around 10 hours for me.
Right. Yeah. Probably Southern. We went down to the ARC encounter, and I'm thinking that's what it took us. Was like 8 hours. Maybe it's less than that. I don't know. Whatever. But anyhow, yeah. So that's the story on that. And I'll tell you what, I bought that molasses from Walmart. Everybody buys the same stuff, the Mrs. whatever it is, or the yellow top stuff.
Yeah.
And this Webster stuff is twice as good. You can put it on your finger, taste it, and it's like, oh, that tastes really good.
Doesn't taste burnt.
Nope, not at all. It's good stuff.
Nice.
How does it distill out? Have you made shit with it?
Yeah, I made both batches of rum. I did so I split the difference. I did one batch with white sugar because I can buy white sugar here cheap. I inverted that, and then I bought the Marina sugar to do the other batch in, and I did that a few days later, just to kind of compare them. And the taste was a lot better on the Marina sugar.
Okay, good to know.
I mean,
Right?
the white sugar around here in Walmart sits on pallets 6 feet tall because we got local sugar places around here.
Right.
Oh,
Now, did you
okay.
use the Walmart brand or did you use like a C&H?
It was the Walmart. It was that's where I got it, was Walmart.
I've been wanting to try like the C&H and the Walmart side by side and see if they taste different.
Difference there. Yeah. I like doing experiments like that because it's like, well, I don't want to spend the extra money on the sugar if I don't have to. But
Yeah.
man,
Right.
Well, the reason I ask is Walmart sugar is not made from cane sugar. It's not cane sugar. It's made from beets.
Yeah,
Well-
sugar beet.
this here says it's pure cane sugar.
Okay. They might have a version that is cane sugar, but most of their stuff is sugar
Pure
beets.
cane, non-GMO. I'm looking at the bag right now.
Get my shirt jacket on. I was a little chilly out here.
Evening, Ed. How's it going? BJ, how
I'm
you
glad
doing
somebody's
tonight?
watching the. I'm glad somebody's watching the chat. I can't connect out here to the internet. So.
Yeah, I've been
My bag
saying hi to everybody.
My bag says Zolka.
Ano's asking, have any of you gentlemen ever distilled any beer?
No.
Yeah, distilled beer.
I think he's asking like actual beer that had hops in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done it several times.
I've done it. I did it once. Kind of how I got my kegs.
Yeah, it's some of that stuff in there. I mean, it goes through okay, but I like to clean my everything out real good afterwards. You don't, hops and stuff don't get your still all nasty on the inside.
Let's see.
Hey, Bear. Oh, I like that, Bear.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Hey, a question about that sugar again. Then I'll shut up about the sugar. What did you say the name was on the sugar? It wasn't the Great Value, was it?
It said Zolka.
Zolt. Okay. Yeah. The Walmart sugar, I typically call that Great Value sugar. That's the Walmart brand. It's Great Value.
Okay.
Unless it tells you that it's cane sugar, it's come from sugar beets.
Yep. We've all ate sugar, beet sugar our whole life. I mean, it's very common. Look at
Yeah, that's
Bear's
what all
got-
my white sugar around here is beet sugar.
Yeah. Bear's got one of the fancier original glasses out tonight. I got mine still. I should use it sometime. How many subs do we have now? Oh,
Come on, Bear.
A lot more than 100.
yeah, I think 868, something like that, 68. And we're approaching 900, so I'm happy about that.
There are 837 subscribers.
Well, thank you all
Awesome.
very much. Tell your friends. Haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, our Facebook page, DT Facebook page, is growing pretty good too.
Is it now?
Yep. DT on MeWe's growing. The Facebook page is growing. Everything's growing. Doing good. TikTok.
Yeah, we've got quite a few new people on the MeWe page lately.
Good group, real active.
Yep. Been nice.
A lot of good conversation goes on in there.
Really no drama or crap or anything. I mean, nothing. Everybody gets on good.
Right.
Yeah. And it's informative and nice open format where, you can ask questions and be yourself and learn things. No, I like it. Yeah. So, Big Bear, you were talking about rye, and I'm drinking tonight something called Koval, and it's made from millet, and it is somewhere between rye and like corn or something. There's a little burn, and it's good.
Mhm.
It has an unusual taste. I keep asking Wayne if he's made anything from millet. I don't know how they age this or whatever, but if millet grain tastes like this, it's pretty interesting and give you a little bit of a burn, but not like rye. Enough that I like it. I'd buy
That's the thing with rye. The raw rye will have a little more peppery bite and flavor than will the malted rye.
Mhm.
So that's why in that last rye that I did, I split it up. I had malted barley, malted rye, and then raw rye.
Okay, well, if millet's good enough for Ducks Unlimited, it's good enough for you, Wayne. Make us some millet
I
whiskey.
don't know about no damn millet, Tom. I did that chicken scratch one time that had millet in it, and I kept adding corn and more water to try to bury the millet taste or whatever the hell it was. I didn't like it.
Well,
Yeah.
each their own.
Here's to you and your millet, Tom.
Koval. Try some Koval whiskey. Made
I'll
in
have to give it a
Chicago.
try if I ever see it.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's different for sure. And maybe, who knows how they age it? That's how all this stuff is really, you got to start off with pure spirit, but aging is everything and flavoring.
I like to play around with different grains. I'm looking forward to doing some different stuff. I want to try some buckwheat. I have not played around with buckwheat at all.
I had the opportunity when I bought that rye and
Yeah.
the barley from a guy. He had buckwheat, but he wanted $1 a pound for it, and I wasn't gonna do it.
Shit, I'd give $1 a pound to try some. But
Right now that I think about it, I probably should have.
that
But
purple
yeah.
flour corn that I did that purple corn with that time,
Mhm.
it's $1.53 a pound.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
had
real
25
curious to
pounds
see
of it.
how that Hopi Indian blue corn turns out. It's kind of pink. It's kind of pretty. There's very little oil on top of the water like the corn.
Yeah.
Little oil at all. It almost tastes like it'd make a good beer. I mean, technically it's beer right now, I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's beer. Yeah, I like the blue corn. The thing is, the color has a lot to do with it. You know, it's the makeup of the corn itself, but the colors, the darker colors, the different colors, every corn tastes different. You know, it's crazy.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't pay any attention to it, or you know, the average person, you know, corn to them is just corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what average person? There's nothing but yellow corn from here to Colorado. I mean, that kind of depends on where you're at. And I'd like to try something else, but I'm just surrounded where I'm at in a sea of corn, you know.
White corn, yellow corn.
I'd like to try some white, and some of your purple that I had of yours, Wayne, was real good. But I would also like to try some of that red butcher blood.
Yeah.
All that
Patrick
bloody
said
butcher.
was good. You know, you got some. Oh, you probably get in the bag of it.
Yeah, dogs. Yeah, I've done the blue and purple too. And the purple, I want to do the purple again, but like I said, it's expensive. $1.53 a pound.
And so, here's the thing. So I can get a really nicely ground yellow corn here for like, I want to say 23 cents a pound, or maybe it's 53 cents. It's nothing. In a 50-pound bag at two different elevators. Really, I just went to the one that grinds at the finest. Happens to be the one in my town, but so it's kind of hard to not want to make it cheap, you know, because it's so available to me. Thankfully, I've been going to the brew shop in town, and I've been able to get other wheat and malted grains and stuff to try some different things. To mix with corn, I mean, it kind of lends itself to bourbon, doesn't it?
Any of you guys been malting any grains at all?
I just did those oats.
Yeah, that's right. You did some oats. Yeah. What'd you think of those?
I got to get them ground up so I can use them up.
Oh, you haven't ground them. Okay.
No, I haven't ground them yet.
Did you? Oh, and you smoked them too. Yeah.
Yeah, I smoked 4 pounds out of the 10.
But that was hard on the lungs.
They don't smell too bad.
No,
I got you. I was just being an ass.
I've been doing that rye, and it malts really easy. Malts good, good germination rate. Of course, that grain is not animal feed. It's meant for human consumption, so it's pretty good stuff.
Yep.
I've got some red wheat sitting over here too that I've been thinking about malting.
That was from Azure Standard, Wayne? Is that where you got that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to buy more. I need to buy more stuff from. Have you ever seen if they have millet on their site?
Don't remember if they have millet or not.
I think I looked and they do have millet.
So
I know they got a lot of stuff. They got quinoa and buckwheat and all kinds of barley.
Yeah. David Banks was talking about millet. I've never used millet before, but I know it comes in some of the chicken scratch and stuff I get, the bird seed stuff.
I mean,
Right.
you might have had some of the leftover millet that they peed on or something. You don't know what you had. I'm telling you, this stuff, this Cool millet whiskey is really
DJ asked who we order our grains through, or if we go locally sourced. My oats and corn I picked up from a local farmer, and I got them really cheap. So
Yeah,
I went that way.
Same here.
local.
I got a guy I used to go to school with right across the state line. He's got a feed store over there in a mill, And I was talking to his brother who was in my class, you know, and here a while back, and he's like, "Yeah, I hit him up. They grind it however you want it, and well, I should see what other grains they got." But right now, all I can find around here is oats and corn.
Yep. That's that guy I was got the oats and corn from. He was supposed to have wheat, and I was going to pick up a couple 100 pounds of wheat from him. Because what the hell? I mean, it's only $30 for a couple 100 pounds.
Right.
But he just never got the wheat in.
You'd think as close as I am to damn Kansas, I'd be able to find some wheat around here.
Me too. It's harder for me to find. I'm telling you, I'm in an area that grows corn, and luckily for me, the 5 miles from my house in town is a mill, and they do a lot of animal feed and different stuff, and they've got what I want. And 10 miles from me at the county seat is another, really caters to big agriculture and more, and they got, you know, they do about any feed corn or stuff like that. I would want chicken scratch, all the, you know, everything. So I'm lucky. I'm you know, and I'm 10 minutes from Lawrence, where there's a brew shop that has malted stuff. I don't have to malt it. It'd be a good thing to know. I probably will someday. But at this point, I can just get, you know, whatever malted grain I want, really reasonable. And ground really good. I don't have to use that fantastic $49 hand crank mill that I own.
Yeah.
You know, just take it home, ground up.
I'd like to get me a malting table built. I mean, the rye I've been doing in doing 2 pounds at a time in a cookie sheet, you know, and a couple of cookie sheets, and you can do, you know, 4 pounds of rye. And that's, you know, as I was just using it for the chocolate, you know, roasting it for the chocolate malt. But corn.
Have you ever thought about trying to build one of those tumblers that they use for malting grains?
I would like to. I'd like to build a 30-gallon or 50-gallon, you know, tumbler. But that'd be the best way to do corn, because corn, if you don't stay on top of it, you can get mold real easy. You know, it gets slimy and sticky, gets too wet.
I'm easily distracted, so I know I would forget about it.
You're crazy busy is what you are.
Thing with rye and stuff is when I'm malting rye, I've got to stay on top of it too, because it'll get hotter on the bottom, even though it's only, you know, that deep. It gets hotter on the bottom and it starts matting together. You got to flip it and rotate it pretty regular.
Yeah.
But it only takes about 3 to 4 days and it's done.
Yeah, BJ Moore, he says he's in West Virginia. The only thing they seem to manage to grow is meth heads. I like that one. That was good.
Ambassadors are everywhere.
I found out talking to my aunt, one of my aunts on Christmas, that we actually have some of our relatives that came through West Virginia. So it would kind of explain a few things. That's all I'm saying. That, and I will say, young Tom had a lot of fun in West Virginia, unrelated to what my aunt told me. So I got no problem with it. It's a beautiful state for sure.
Anybody want a dog?
I'm good. You want a cat?
I actually have been thinking about buying a dog or getting another dog. Probably go to like
I'll give you one for free.
rescue places.
Look how cute she is.
Yeah, you don't want to get rid of her. She's adorable.
Be the
She's
pack leader. Be the pack leader.
My dog's kind of at that age where he's I don't know how much longer he's going to be with us.
How mine is.
Any of you guys like an IPA?
I love IPAs. In fact,
IPAs. This one right here is called Devils in the Detail. Let's see if we can see a picture. Yep, Devils in the Detail. And nice can, but it's it's on the front there. I'm sorry. It's a cold IPA. You see on the very bottom there. It's actually really good. It's drinkable. It doesn't have that. A lot of IPAs have that real hoppy bite to them, and it doesn't have a real sharp bite like that.
Wayne has.
Damn it! I should have picked up some dragon's milk for tonight.
Oh, I like the dragon's milk.
I think I still got one left in the fridge.
I have found something better.
I said that just so I'd see the finger.
Just for you, buddy.
I have found something better than Dragon Smoke that I like better, but I
Lager.
can't buy it locally.
Lager.
I have to order it. And when
I'm lucky. I live in an area where I'm surrounded by probably 8 or 9 craft breweries. So
And
they all make good beer.
the same place that I go to get my grain, same town makes this, which I love. Free State. They have almost everything they got is really good quality. They've been around a long time.
I've got
That's
2
good beer,
craft
Tom.
breweries. I've only stopped at 1, and theirs sucks.
Yeah, he's had some of our craft beer.
It's good too. I mean, there's a lot of people making good beer, and it's nice to support the local one. And I just happen to like a couple of theirs. You guys sick here at Astra is still one of my favorites. But hell, just their garden variety lager, which is kind of a lawnmower beer, is really pretty good.
what's that little what's the town by you, Wayne? That's the motorcycle attraction. With the bikers, where they have the biker thing every year.
Over here in Fayetteville,
Yeah.
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
Yeah, where they have all those little clubs that the bikers, a lot of the bike groups go to. They visit every time they're through there.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, we got Dixon Street on Fayetteville, which is where they used to have so Fayetteville's college town. Go Hogs. I'm not a Hog fan, but
You need a hog
anyway,
hat.
you live in Arkansas, you can't you root for them when they're not playing your home team.
You need a hog hat, honestly.
Yeah, the hell I do. I need 2 of them, one to shit in and one to cover it up with.
After I bought that Arkansas t-shirt, the least you could do is put a hog hat on for me.
I got a funny story about Arkansas t-shirts. We were at beer camp down here in South Arkansas with my buddies that I work with and stuff. And so we always have generator and everything set up. We watch TV, watch football, and it's beer camp, and so I had an Arkansas shirt and I wore it so I could put it on when their game was on.
All right, be one of the
They
boys.
started giving me shit about it. So I took it off and I threw it in the fire. And I still catch hell for that to this day.
Well, hey, tell them nobody likes a bunch of assholes. Fuck you, I'll burn your shirt.
That's right.
Just saying. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It sounds like something I would do.
But yeah, the back to your Alvin, the Dixon Street is it's right there near downtown Fayetteville, and they've got all kinds of there's restaurants, there's bars, there's all kinds of crap up and down through there, and it was a big attraction, and that's where they had Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. The main part was at, but last year or the last couple of years, COVID kind of put a kibosh on that one year, and then last year Fayetteville said no, we're not doing it, so they moved it to Rogers, and it's not near the same vibe as what it was here. And
we have a couple of small breweries around me, but mostly we have wineries. We have a lot of wineries around me. A lot of wineries.
We've got a few. It's a big Italian community here.
We have this little thing in St. Louis called the Hill. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I've been there.
They actually have some really, really good food. Oh my God, they have some good food. But
Really good. I agree. And then Alvin, there's also a section in Kansas City that's not as big, but they have an Italian section there. They have a place there that's really good too. You'd like it. They have a couple places really, but not like the Hill. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a you can spend an entire day just going from winery to winery around here, and a lot of people do. There's a place you can go to that they're just a bunch of them just right in a row, and you can just
There's a lot of drunks in your area then.
yes.
How far-
There's a lot of drinking happens around here.
How far are you from Herman?
What's that?
How far are you from Herman, Missouri?
From what, Missouri?
Herman.
Herman? That's probably right in there in the winery capital of Missouri.
I know. That's I've been there several times. I was
45
asking
minutes.
you, how far are you from there?
45 minutes, an hour tops if
Oh, wow.
I go north to cut across the river.
Yes, I've been to Oktoberfest and yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to Herman. You can go to Herman and just go from winery to winery to winery, and sample some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Have a designated driver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finger Lakes region of New York, they got a ton of wineries too. They do winery tours. You just get on a bus with a bunch of people and
Yeah.
just they
Yeah.
drive you around and hit every winery. You get drunker than
Party
shit before
buses.
you make it
Yeah.
back home.
So, believe it or not, in my area of Northeast Kansas, there's probably 30 wineries here. Little mom and pop things might have 40, 80, 160 acres of grapes. And the real thing that they're doing is you go there and pay to sit there and drink their wine. I guess all of them are that way, but I don't think they bottle or export much of it. It's more like a make it and sell it kind of thing. Usually they're not that big enough.
I'm sure they
plots.
grow good there.
Yeah. I mean, I think the stuff out in California is better. Up by Ray is good too. Just
I know they grow a lot of grapes around here.
do they?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Dad's got some muscadine going over on his place now. So
Yeah, that's muscadine is what I have. I need to actually develop mine more. I don't really care for them the way that I'm supposed to.
man, I tell you what, that muscadine corn split brandy I made, I
Oh,
love that.
muscadine grapes, when they get ripe, they are so sweet, just incredibly sweet.
Yeah, I fermented on the skins, the grapes, and the corn, the whole 9 yards. It was good.
Yeah, mine have the skin on mine are tart, but the inside
are
of them
too.
is sweeter than any grape I've ever bought from a
And
store.
I tell you what, that skin, when you ferment on that flavor, when it comes across the distillation, it doesn't taste like that
Oh.
tart skin, but man,
Interesting. I think I told you I've walked outside before and had deer out there eating my grapes, just standing there looking at me like
Yeah,
like
they
what
will.
what do you want?
Yeah, my dad had grapes and they would eat his too, the deer. So
But I
did
don't
they-
like fencing, so I could fence them in probably. And I may end up doing that if I put a garden spot right in front of it. That's probably where I'm going to put my garden at next year, is right there by the grapes. So
yeah,
yeah, I'll definitely have to fence it in because they'll eat everything down to the ground before anything grows. Flowers and none of my annuals bloomed this year because the deer ate them off the ground before they bloomed.
oh wow,
They got buds on them, and that was it. And I went out one day, and they were just clear to the ground. It was just
sounds
went
like
down.
those deer need to get lead poisoning.
My neighbors try. I got some neighbors that try, and the guy that bought the property next to me, he I don't think he got one. I think they outfoxed him. It's like they're all over the place. How could you miss one? It's like I just sit outside at night and I can see them. It's like they're just everywhere.
I had 6 of them walk through my front yard the other day. I mean, between the house and the road. It just no big deal. Yeah.
David Banks says muscadines make a great wine too.
Not bad.
They do.
See, that's another thing I thought about. Could you go to the store and buy grapes and smash them and make, mash or whatever? But I think it'd be too expensive, wouldn't it? By the time you do it, you're better off just to do what I'm doing, buying the concentrate and using that.
Yeah, the table grapes like that don't make a very good wine. They don't make a very good brandy.
Brandon's got Pinot grapes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does he?
yeah, and bunches of them, I think.
Yeah, he's got an acreage.
Yeah, from the pictures he's shown of his grapes, he's got quite a few. I think he said he doesn't tend to them like he's supposed to, but
Yeah, I would be even if I was selling them to a winery.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got that, if we're out there, I mean,
Yeah.
that's half the battle already. I think I'd.
oh yeah.
Plus, he's probably got a pretty good environment to grow them,
Oh yeah.
I bet they grow good there.
Good climate.
We're very dependent on rain here, so. Yep. So what's everybody gonna run next? What you guys, what's your next run?
I've got, I need to, like I say, I need to brew another batch of rye, and I need to brew some more corn because I'm getting low on corn. But I don't know. I'm gonna goof around and play with some other stuff over the winter. I'm gonna kind of chill out with the all grains. It's I gotta ferment them out here in the shed, and so I keep my electric blanket on it, and that's extra power I could do without spending.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that oat and potato poutine
Cool.
next, as soon as I finish up what I got. This brandy, and then I'm gonna work on that oat and potato poutine, so.
What's poutine?
Irish moonshine. So it's,
Use what you got, just like we do.
yeah, pretty much. They don't
Yeah.
have a recipe. They don't really have a recipe for it to follow. They used everything or anything.
Yeah.
Barley, oats or potatoes or treacle or sugar or whatever they could get their hands on. No actual recipe to follow. So I'm gonna do those malted oats. Those oats I malted, and then I smoked some of them. So I figure I'll use them oats and some potatoes.
Cool.
And
So
I'll give it
Ray,
a shot to see how it comes out.
Since you're into malting grains and things and smoking them, you need to play around with a pound of them and just toast them in the oven.
Yeah.
With oats, I like to do, I think I was doing 325 and then bringing it up to 350.
Yeah.
And they get that cookie. It smells like bacon cookies.
Oh, really?
And you know when it's right, when you smell that smell, and when it smells like, the caramel and the toffee smell, that cookie, it just, they're like, all right, okay, shut it off, pull them out, they're done.
I
The
might take
rye
a
was a
pound
little
of it.
harder to do with the chocolate, but it came out good too.
I left mine mostly at like what would be considered, I guess, a base malt.
Right, yeah, for a base malt, yeah,
I
absolutely.
pretty much just let them. I put them in the oven to dry at like 150.
Yeah, I usually try to let mine when I'm doing them in the spring out here. I stretch a screen out in the shed and lay them on that so they've got air.
Yeah.
And just let them air dry. But since I was making chocolate malt out of this stuff, I just went ahead and dried it in the oven with the door cracked open, and I've got a pound and 3/8 of the chocolate rye left for the next batch. I want to up it.
There you go.
I had a little bit left over, and I was gonna send it to Alan Bishop, let him play around with some of that chocolate rye, and it was only like a little over 5/8 of a pound, and I like, okay, so I needed some more anyway, so I malted some more and made some more chocolate malt, and then sent him a pound of it to play with.
Ray, you still drinking that bamboo?
I am. I'm sipping on it. I'm enjoying it.
I
It's
love
pretty good,
bamboo.
actually.
Hey,
Eden
I never
Lawn
tried it.
Services. How's it going?
Who is it?
You got quite a few people coming in there, Ray.
Yeah, we got a few. We got Ed Hirschberger, BJ Moore. We got Eden Lawn Services, David Banks.
Oh, that David Banks guy. You got it. Yeah, man, I don't know.
Roger's in here.
Cool.
Yep.
Dano
Those are-
Stubby.
Ed and Roger and David, they're some active dudes in the group. They're
I know I saw somebody else in here.
That's what I was going to mention a while ago. What I really like about the Distilling Traditions group on MeWe is, it's not always about distilling. I mean, sometimes it's beer or wine or meat or
Right?
you never know where it's gonna go. Barbecue.
Great concentrate.
Yep.
Spags is on here too. Hey, Spags.
Hey, how you doing, Spags?
Oh yeah, we get off topic a little bit once in a while.
They go
That's
ahead,
all right.
fine.
It makes the group fun.
Yeah, it keeps it from it keeps everything flowing. It works. You just let it do its thing.
No Captain Dick nozzle though, huh? No, we haven't seen Captain Dick nozzle on here.
So,
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen him on here yet.
Oh no.
Edward Hirschberger asked a question: can Irish whiskey be made with rye, or is it only barley? I thought it was only barley.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
technically, you can't make Irish whiskey anyway, but you can make your version
Right.
of it.
Yeah, I don't know if do they even grow rye over there?
I don't know.
I honestly can't answer that one. I don't think they do.
I bet if they did, they would have used it.
I mean, if they did, they would use it, but I bet.
I think that falls under that whole legal thing, though, where they can't use
Yeah.
only certain grains.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, so Irish whiskey, yeah.
Irish whiskey, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still thinking poutine. I got my head.
Oh, the poutine, yeah, they use whatever got their hands on.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
Irish whiskey has a
Molasses and rye. Yeah, it's poutine.
Irish whiskey has a legal definition. I don't know what.
But the Irish whiskey, yeah, that's
being made
Yeah, I
with,
think
right?
it's barley malt and green barley or raw barley.
yeah.
I think it is all barley.
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
If I'm not mistaken, they used to use some oats back in the day, but
And then what about Scotch? Scotch is barley, all malted barley, right?
single malt barley.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
thought.
The Macallan uses Golden Promise barley.
Yeah.
That's what I use in my rye.
And here we are doing corn and bourbon.
Yeah, so apparently, if it's called a single malt Irish whiskey, it's 100% malted barley.
Nice.
Um,
I would love to do 100% Golden Promise.
yeah, so it says it's a combination of malted and unmalted barley. So it's barley, but they usually it's a combination. But if it's a single malt, it's 100% malted barley.
How do they age it? I mean, they put it in barrels, or is that an American thing?
I guess a used bourbon barrel, right? Just like Scotch.
Yeah, I don't know what they age it in.
I don't know. Don't know.
Not sure. Trying to remember, but I can't.
So
I blame that on alcohol.
in the Jameson
Yeah, I haven't had enough yet.
doesn't Captain Jameson jump off the ship, dive down and grab a barrel of whiskey on the commercial?
I'm sorry, but yeah, not Jameson. I would throw Jameson off the ship.
I would too, but I'm just saying though. The question is, how do they age it? And I think they age it in
Right.
barrels. Yeah.
You know, I actually watched a pretty good documentary on Jameson and how it became as popular as it was, and it wasn't because it was the best whiskey. I
Nope.
think they were the survivor. It wasn't necessarily about quality.
I always look at Jameson as the Jack Daniels of Ireland.
Yes. Or Jim Beam.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because it definitely was not quality. Quality wasn't the reason that they survived and everyone else didn't, but they were the
Right.
survivor of all the distilleries, and that's what everyone thought of.
And it's not that Jack Daniels doesn't put out some stuff, because they've got some offerings out there that are quite expensive and
Oh yeah,
they're pretty nice. But
and I have people that swear by them, but the same people that one of the guys that swears by the gentleman Jack also told me that there is no good beer over 8% ABV, and I know that's absolutely false. So his entire opinion on whiskey is in question.
this Centennial IPA by Founders. It's a 7.4, I think.
I don't know if I've ever had any beer that strong.
Really?
That I
Man,
know
you
of.
need to get a
No,
dragon's milk. I mean, you need to get a dragon's milk and just look and drink it before you look at the ABV. And then
Okay.
once you drink it, look at the ABV and wonder where the alcohol is because you don't taste it.
I'm gonna wonder where that
I
$8 for one can of beer is. That's what I want to know.
And I mean, you can get you can get these beers that are 15, 17% alcohol and you don't taste the alcohol. But they don't cost the same price as a Budweiser or a Busch or anything like that either. For a little more
Interesting.
pricey.
Yeah, I'll have to try it before I die, I'm sure.
I mean, when you're paying $10 a pint for it, it's a little better be a little better than
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit, you go to the local breweries around here, you're going to pay $5 or $6 a pint.
Oh yeah. You have to because they can't compete with the compete with the Budweiser on price,
Exactly.
but on quality, they blow them out of the water.
Oh yeah.
These little small breweries, I mean, they're having Anheuser-Busch for lunch. It's unreal the quality difference in the quality of beer that's coming out of these little small breweries
This
all
one
across
might-
the U.S. And you
Right.
got these big major breweries are making the same shit that they've made for the last 50 years,
You mean you
60
don't,
years, 70
you don't
years,
want Miller High
same
Life?
stuff.
You don't want Miller High Life in the clear bottle, Alvin?
What's that?
Miller High Life in the clear bottle?
Oh, Miller High Life, yeah.
That's garbage.
Yeah,
They've been
I've
making
had that. I drink that before.
Oh, I have too, but I don't mean I buy it now. Now I get real beer. I just, like you said, the small breweries can do a better job. They can't, there's a reason Natural Light costs what it costs and this costs what it costs, and I'd rather pay more and get what I want. You know?
Did you ever try the Miller what's called, they used to call it the Black Label. It was their
The genuine draft?
Yes,
yeah. It was a genuine draft. It was actually supposed to be like a draft beer in a can, but to me it was sweet. I didn't really care so much for it because it seemed like it was sweet. But it was really popular back.
I'm the wrong
dating
person.
myself.
I really like Michelob, but one of the few domestic ones they made I liked, and they quit making it.
But yeah, we used to drink Bud Dry, and I love Bud Dry. It was a really, I'm not Bud White, but Michelob Dry.
Yeah.
And they don't
Never
make
had
it
the
anymore.
Mick Dry.
They phased it out. I don't know why they phased it out.
I had the Bud Dry, but I never had the Michelob Dry.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Michelob Dry was great. We used to drink it all the time.
How come though?
I used to love that Michelob Amber Bock, and I cannot get it
I
anymore.
saw
Yeah. We still get that here.
my father-in-law.
I
had
still buy
one
that every
at
once in a while.
Christmas.
Yeah.
No, they still make it.
As far as an Anheuser-Busch product, that's probably, in my opinion, is one of their best. But
Amber Bock.
but when you compare it to some of these small microbreweries, like it just doesn't stand up.
Right.
Yeah. Well, when
You
you
know,
make
you guys talk about the breweries compared to the craft breweries versus the big boys. Big boys ain't got nothing to offer. And
Nope.
it's the same way
Same
for
stuff.
that tide's turning with distillation too.
It is.
These big boys ought to be shaking in their damn boots.
Now,
Because
the one thing that gets me about distillation, though, is you have the companies that don't actually distill it themselves, but that's a different topic.
well, that's true, but you got a lot of craft distilleries that are distilling their own stuff, and they're producing stuff that's way, way better.
Yeah, because like that millet co-op.
well, you know, they said the same thing about the craft breweries as opposed to the big brewers. You know, all these people ought to be they didn't care. They just bought them out.
Well, yeah, that happens too, but there's, you know, around here, you know, craft beer is king, and you know, I could see the, you know, the big boys wanting to buy them out, you know, when they start getting too big.
Yeah.
My point is the craft guys are producing a better product.
Oh, sure. Well, we can
Well,
afford to.
What's
Oh, yeah.
cool is to see like a.
You know, we don't have to make 100,000 gallons.
I like seeing a small.
We can make 200 gallons.
You know,
You know, the small guys.
get bigger. Like Samuel Adams started off as a craft beer, and so did Boulevard in Kansas City and others.
Hey, you have a good night, David.
Good night, Wolf. Anyways, I like seeing those compete with the big boys by getting big themselves. You know?
Their Oktoberfest is good, huh, Tom?
Which one?
Sam Adams.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a good drinker for sure.
Oktoberfest is one of my, that Marzen style beer is one of my favorite styles other than a stout. I think stouts and IPAs are my weakness, but
I really like, there's some really good stouts out there. You know what? I like sours also. There's some really good sour beers out there too.
yeah, I'm on the fence with the sours. I've had some good ones but I've had a crap ton of them that, and any beer with fruit in it, I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You don't want fruit in beer?
I got balls. I don't need fruity beer.
You know, another good one they quit making.
Hey, Mo.
Remember Low and Brown?
Hey, Mo. What is it, Tom?
Low and Brown.
Lowenbrow. My uncle used to like Lowenbrow.
It was good. It was good. You know, they got rid of it too.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Lowenbrow on a shelf, and I couldn't tell you how long.
30 years. Yeah. Zima. Remember when Zima came out?
Oh,
I think it's still around. I mean,
I haven't seen Zima in forever.
Probably for a reason.
Right?
Hey, you know, it stuck around for a while. The big 80s thing, Zima. It's crap too. It's just fancy bottle.
It was like alcoholic seltzer water,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a
which is
nice bottle.
popular now.
Yeah.
They were just 20 years ahead of their time.
Yeah. They came
Did
to
y'all see the there's a TikTok out there with the guy, he says, "Oh, look, I found a White Claw in the woods." And he takes and he starts pouring it out into a mug or a cup, and then this big dildo goes clunk and lands in the cup.
No, but that's
I
funny.
haven't seen that one.
Nope, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. My brother, he'd tell me one time, he's like, "Hey man, I bought these things and I tried them, but he said they don't have much flavor, but he said, you know, there's some alcohol in them." And I took a taste of one of his and I was like, "No, I'm good. You know, I'd rather drink a Schaefer or Natty Ice or something."
Natty is good for cooking brats. I have to say, better than drinking is to cook your brats with them. They come out good. Natty.
Man, I remember being a teenager, we drank whatever we get our hands on.
Oh shit.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, whatever was available at the party, or somebody would buy for you or give to you.
Yeah, we had a few people that would get us, you know, they were always good for a hookup, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
For us, our parties always seem to be kegs of Budweiser.
Yeah. We had a lot of kegs of PBR too, PBR and Miller, because it was cheaper, I think.
That's funny, that Budweiser, that's Bud Heavy. That's one thing I can't hardly drink, but I got some real good friends over here in the edge of Arkansas that live on the river, and they drink a lot of that stuff. You know, I was out there messing around one day and they put me on the tractor because I was sitting around goofing off. So they put me on a tractor and I'm out there in the hayfield, but here he comes a little bit four-wheeler and brings me a Bud Heavy. When in Rome.
I know. It's not like I haven't had a million of them myself. I'm retired
Right.
now from the Beechwood aging process. Doesn't work with my brain, especially
Right.
the next day. So
I don't know about the Beechwood. Beechwood must not have any flavor, or it tastes like ass.
Isn't that what Anheuser-Busch uses for
Yeah.
Budweiser?
BJ.
Bud Light?
Mad Dog 2020, BJ Moore. He says, drink Mad Dog.
hey, Mad Dog,
All I have to say is when you're 16, Mad Dog's pretty damn good.
yeah,
Right?
TJ Swan.
Once you grow
Yeah.
up, okay, it's not so good, but yeah.
I was more
Mad Dog, TJ Swan, Strawberry
Swan.
Hill.
Yep. Annie Green Springs.
Yep, Manny Green Springs.
Yep. Night Train.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm getting a headache already, Tom. Stop.
That's Wild Irish Rose. What's the other one?
And then if what was it? Boone's Farm, wasn't that the cheap
That's a-
Boone's
strawberry
Farm.
wine?
Yeah.
Pure sugar water, fortified Kool-Aid, man. Yeah,
Somebody showed up one time at a party with these beers, Little Kings.
I drank a lot of them too.
Oh my God, they taste like shit.
Yeah, they'll kill you. Malt liquor. What else? Oh, I went through a phase for a while as an older adult of drinking Colt 45, thinking that was a good idea.
Oh wow.
I'm retired. I got a video on my YouTube of me shooting with my last one with a rifle or something and shooting the shit out of it, blowing it up, and that was it for me and Colt 45. We're not friends no more.
You guys ever tried Little Mickey's?
Yeah,
That was another Colt 45 era type thing. Except I think you can still get them.
they're
It's like
around.
Mickey's malt liquor.
Yes.
Mickey's
Yeah,
Big
they
Mac.
come like
Green
little barrels.
bottle shaped like a barrel.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, my dad, he used to get those every once in a while, and I guess when I was a kid, I'd get a sip or something, I'd say that's pretty cool, and when I was a teenager, I got a hold of a 6-pack of them. I was like, oh God, these suck.
Yeah, they're terrible. Hell, the packaging looks cheap. It makes me sick just looking at the packaging on it. It looks terrible.
I think they spend more money on the bottling than they do the actual alcohol that goes in it.
You know what the worst liquor to drink though is? Goldschlager.
Oh gosh.
Followed closely by Jägermeister. Those are twin drinks of death. Yeah, you see these kids take shots of Jägermeister and put it in Red Bull and shit like that and beer. I was like, no way, man. That ain't gonna work for me. Goldschlager is terrible. I just thought I'd say that.
Yep. Yeah. Another funny story. We went to rode bikes, me and my buddy. I met him in Memphis. He come up from Jackson, Mississippi. And so we were going to Virginia to meet up with some other guys that I'd met across the internet. And one of the guys there in Virginia, he always he liked my corn liquor. So I was like, man, I gotta take him some corn liquor or I'm not gonna hear the end of it. And somebody had left a bottle of Goldschlager at the house. And I was looking at that bottle and I was like, hell, it's clear. It's got gold flakes in it. And
Yeah.
I filtered that shit through the coffee filter and got the gold flakes and I put them back in the bottle and I added my corn liquor and put the gold flakes in. I thought, at least they won't get me for illicit liquor. They'll get me for a open container. And I had some of my aged stuff in a bourbon bottle. So I put 2 bottles in my backpack, strapped them on my motorcycle, and all the way to Virginia I went.
Evening, Zach. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Mo says she likes Jaeger shots every now and then.
No.
Ooh, no Jaeger.
No.
Actually, chilled Jaeger and chilled Rumpelmans. Shot of each
Oh,
in the glass.
1 and 2.
All right.
Rumpelmans is the best.
Yawn.
I haven't had,
They called it a screaming Nazi at the German bar I was at.
Damn. Rumpelmans is the bastard.
They actually went down good, I'm telling you.
brother of Jaeger.
They had a dispenser sitting on the back of the bar where they kept the Rumpelmans chilled and the Jaeger chilled. They just put a shot of each in your glass. Here you go. They called them screaming Nazis. That was bike week up in Lake George.
Drink enough of this shit right here, they call you a crying redneck.
Look, Wayne's got some iced tea there right out of the bottle. Right out of the
Yes,
jar.
sir. And an old Atlas jar too.
Don't drop it.
No. Yeah, I gave one to a buddy of mine. He came by. He was like, man, he said, got any of that clear? Like, yeah. I go out and I said, man, the only thing I had clean was one of my Atlas jars sitting there. And so I poured it off in that. I said, bring that jar back. I ain't seen that son bitch in about 4 months.
I was gonna say you'll never see that jar
Good
again.
luck. Get you some Atlas jars.
Yep. Well, they're not common around here. I mean, And this
I've
looks,
never even heard of them.
yeah, it looks pretty old. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like
So
Lipton.
Zach says that Jaeger, it tastes the same going down as it does coming up.
Yeah, you're probably right on that.
I would have to say it probably does. Whew. That gum black licorice. Ugh.
It's horrible.
Uh-oh, Poco's here for the dancing girls. Tom, someone needs to get up and start doing some dancing.
Yeah, good luck.
It ain't
Yeah.
me.
Ain't me neither.
There, that's all you getting out of me.
Who said that? Whose comment was that?
Poco Loco.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Poco.
we went straight over to Cliff now. What's up, Poco? Yeah, put the shocker on him.
Gotta go to the shine show if you want to see girls.
Right, yeah, you don't get it for free. You gotta pay.
For the Tom's Only fans.
Tom's only. Oh shit. Sorry. I was
Listen,
trying to get my computer back up again and I got my phone left resting against it. And anyway,
yeah, that was something.
Give
else.
drunk redneck a computer and a phone at the same time. You just asking for trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got my phone balancing on the drawer in the desk. So it's just kind of propped there, sitting there, so I can read it at the same time.
Well, see, I was going to use my laptop to read the comments and, join along and all that, but
I think you were supposed to have a distilling comment tonight too. I don't remember who was supposed to ask you.
oh, I don't know a damn thing about distilling. So
I think it was Ed, wasn't it?
Oh no, he tried to ask in a forum and Tom made him wait till the chat.
it was
yeah, Tom
Roger.
made him wait and then he disappeared.
I ran him off.
Now I know what his question was, and I did talk to him in a private chat,
Damn you, Wayne.
but I figured he would come on here and ask it anyway.
Well, why don't you tell us and share with the class?
Do what?
Why don't you tell us and share with the class?
Oh, so he was just asking about his what it was he's playing around with, he's got the bubble plate section, and it's one of the ones that have let me set this down.
Oh yeah, that was his question.
It has it's a long tube that has the individuals in it that
Uh-huh.
instead of the singles like Tom and Ray and Alvin, like all of us use, where you put the copper bubble plate in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big tube that's got them in it, but so he was talking about that or a spool, like a 12-inch spool or whatever, 10-inch, 12-inch spool that's packed with copper scrubbies, and how to configure it. And I was like, well, I said, if you're going to use a pack spool, I wouldn't worry about any bubble plates. But I said, if you're going to use bubble plates, I wouldn't worry about a damn pack spool.
Right.
And I told him, I said, with one bubble plate, I'm bouncing proofs I don't want. I want to drop it down. So I'm looking at going back into just straight up double pot distilled.
And so I've got one rolled up copper scrubby in my riser, in my spool.
Yeah.
Top of the bubble plates, but that ain't really much. Seems to help.
Right.
I pulled off 178, 179 last time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, so it worked out.
Right. So, I mean, like with my rig, I got enough copper in it. I don't worry about any packing. And when I run corn, I run one bubble plate and a deflag with my onion. And I pull off 170 throughout the whole run on a single pass, and it's clean, and I like it. But with other things like this rye whiskey and with bourbon and with brandies, I don't want to run that high. So I want to try to, hell, even without any, I ran the onion and stuff and pulled off Fords at 180 with the pot still. So it's that was a freaking weird thing for me. First time I'd ever seen that happen. An onion does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was packed. Don't get me wrong, the whole column was packed, so. But
mean,
still,
The eternal question of the onion is, does the point go up or down?
down.
I think down too.
Yeah.
I tried it both ways. It seemed to be better going down, which
Yeah, I think as it comes up out of the still into the 2-inch, it opens up to the mushroom part and it slows the vapor speed down.
I think it comes
Lets
back
it do
down
its
around
thing,
again. I think
and it
kind of
drops out to heavies.
circles in there, and then some of it gets, pushed up or whatever.
I'll say that the bubble plate is probably, I mean, not the bubble plate, the onion is probably the biggest change that I've ever made on one thing in distillation. If I
Yeah.
changed one thing, that was the biggest change I've ever made.
Yeah, I'm a believer.
And I know they're what, 250, 350, depending on what size you get.
Yeah.
Worth every damn dollar.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can do for sure.
Just order the one you need and don't order it when you're drunk and get the wrong one.
Hey, worked out for me, Alvin. You come out all right.
I wasn't going to bring that one up, but that happens to the best of us, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm too scared of my wife to spend that kind of money.
I'm glad I've got mine. In fact, I need to get some copper cleaner and clean mine up some. I've had some water leak on it. They don't look as shiny
I'll
as.
tell you what, guys, I did that run I did on the rye Sunday that Carl and I did. I know the copper was new, and I'd already done an acid bath, a couple of them at work, and then I had some on that vodka run. I'd stopped it early, right at the tails, so I still had a lot of alcohol in the pot. So I thought that'd be a good clean, alcohol cleaning run. So I pulled off, 150 proof with that thing off the tails, but it was tails. It tasted like tails, but it was still coming off at 150 proof. And I was able to do full reflux on when I fired it up, which really surprised me. With that much water, I was able to knock it down. But when I ran the rye, you've seen that video Alan did talking about the silvery stuff that gets in your copper.
Yeah.
And dude, I've got pictures I have to post to show you guys. My sight glass had a strip down the side of that crap, and I know it's just exchanging and there's a lot of, it was all grain. It was a rye. It foamed up. The whole run come out a little bit yellow on my strip run, but it seems to be pretty common for rye and high rye and apple brandy and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, it was some funky stuff. It looks like metal, looks like metallic stuff.
Yeah, it looks like solder. It really did.
It does.
It does. So Zach's got a question.
Yeah, I was looking at Zach's question.
Any information on what is the optimal size height for the tubing for the column on a 5-inch or a 5-gallon pot still? So what would be the best column size for a 5-gallon pot still?
I'm running a 2-inch on a 3-gallon and doing really good, and it's working out really fine. I think 2-inch, which is kind of standard, would be fine on that. You might want something bigger. These guys would know better than me, but I'd go with the 2-inch.
2-inch, Tom. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the most standard stuff out there is 2-inch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would do 2-inch just because it's standard, if nothing else.
It's like all the pieces, the smallest stuff really that I'm making at Ozark Steelworks is 2-inch. I'm going to have some product condensers that are 1.5, but that's for neck and down. But 2 inches, I would go 2-inch.
Yeah.
Clawhammer makes Clawhammer Supply. Their stills come with a 1.5 inch
Yeah, I don't
column,
like that.
and it is not a standard size. Try finding anything to work on that is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, 1.5. I mean, I buy the ferrules. I mean, my
Converted to
still.
2. I converted mine to 2.
I bet if you look at the, if you were looking at parts though, there's about 90% more stuff made for 2 inch and 1.5 inch on aftermarket or accessory parts tubing for, if nothing else, just, yeah, there you go. Look, Wayne.
This is 2 inch to a 1.5 taper. It's about a foot long. I'm probably going to be start making these too. That one's not mine, but it's an easy way to neck on down, you know, to your output, or you can go 2 inch all the way out like Tom's doing.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Mine is stainless steel too, by the way.
I mean, for all honesty, because this came with my onion, 2 inch to a 1.5. That's why I built the 1.5 condenser. That's why I built the 1.5 product condenser. And it kept the weight in.
There is some kind of a theory behind that taper that you've got there too.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know a little bit how you're gonna make it. That's gonna be fun to make.
Actually, it's not that bad. I mean, it's a little bit different than, I mean, when I did the pot still head,
Yeah.
I did 2 cones on it.
Okay, so you're actually gonna build it from flat copper.
This will be flat sheet. Yeah.
Okay. As opposed to trying to taper or
Right. Yeah. I'm not gonna try to swedge a tube down. But yeah, I'll do it out of 20 ounce sheet copper.
Cool. Will you get any kind of a reflux off of that? Because your vapor is going to constantly condense as it goes up.
I don't know. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I put copper scrubbies or stainless scrubbies up inside this.
Yeah, it's going to force your vapor to hit the sides of the.
It speeds your vapor up. When you go from 2.5 or 2 inch to 1.5, you're necking down. Anytime you're reducing, you're speeding up.
Yeah, it's going to create a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, but you know, coming off of an onion, you know, it's slowing down and then it's coming up into there and then speeding back up again. So the onion gives it enough time to have that dance, as they call it, you know, with the alcohol steam, you know, touching that copper and pulling out the sulfides and sulfites. And
yeah, I would imagine that neck down is going to force it to have more contact with the copper.
probably so. It's weird when I ran my new still head, running out the top with this, it was a little easier to control. Actually, it was a ton easier to control, but running out the side with this, I seemed to hit a roadblock when you hit those cold spots. You know, it takes a while for that heat to punch through. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
as it comes up to still head, and of course I got the water flowing. Once I started cutting the water back, then I had to get through that portion, and then it goes into this. And I'm over here, and I got my condenser coming off of a 90 here, and it's cold. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm running a drip, and it's just ice cold because it's freaking. It was 30 degrees outside, but it hit a block right here. The cold coming up from the condenser cooled that 90 elbow and then cooled this. And so I had this blockage, this wall of cold I had to bust through. And once it did, it was like, you know, then I was able to start balancing it out. But it was a little easier when it was going straight up for whatever reason. Heat rises. I don't know.
Sorry, Wayne, not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Mo.
Yeah. Mo was
I'll be
being a
in
bit
Me, I
tender
don't give a
about it
shit.
for a minute.
Mo
What's
had
Mo
a-
saying?
Apparently Mo's been hitting the whiskey.
Mo
Hey,
being a baby
girl.
girl.
One thing I
Hey,
know,
girl.
Mo,
Hitting the
from
whiskey,
using,
she's feeling a little frisky.
It is Wednesday after all.
Nice.
whiskey. Half inch, not nearly enough.
So Tomcat, you got another batch of your grape juice going yet?
No, I've got some wheat bran and some merino sugar, and I want to, because it's small, simple, easy. I want to see if I can reproduce a wheat spirit. Then next thing I'll do next one will be the concentrate. But I need to kind of want to use that. I want to do this one. It's just a package of wheat bran and 8 pounds of merino sugar and you know nutrients and yeast, and just run it on up just to see. I read it. People use it to make vodka. So I thought I'd give it a try.
There you go.
But you don't know if you don't go. Don't know. So that's my next one. And I still need to make that damn coffee round this winter yet. I intend to. But you gotta get some molasses and some coffee. And try that. The bear's
I
done
wonder
running.
how using coffee for your brew water would actually carry over.
I've thought about that actually. I have thought about doing that. But if you do it the way that JC was doing it, that's kind of what you're doing, because you're using he's using the instant coffee, which
Yeah.
dissolves completely in the water. So it's kind of what you're doing.
Okay.
But actually boiling coffee, kind of like I think, Wayne, don't you make coffee out in your shack and in your shine shack with just in a regular pot, just like dumping coffee in it and
Oh
boiling
yeah.
it?
Oh yeah.
But that brings across more flavor from the coffee, I think, than what you
Yeah.
get from instant.
Right.
Makes sense. I mean, that's yeah.
So if you did that with 5 gallons of water and say 5 pounds of coffee, you might get, or a pound of coffee, I guess, for 5 gallons of water, you might get a lot more flavor. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, what would that do to your acidity, your pH, your acidity?
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously coffee's going to drop your pH, right?
Yeah, especially if you don't remove the grounds out of it.
Right.
But you could
Yeah,
probably.
I think I would
grounds
probably
out.
go ahead and remove the grounds out of it, just to get it out of the damn way. But yeah, I think using that water as your brew water,
Yep.
or whatever, for your rum or whatever you're doing, I think that would be a way to go. I don't know.
Find out.
Needs to be tested.
See, that's the
Take
whole
a pot
thing.
of coffee and make some rum.
Yeah, that's back to the professional versus craft,
Yep.
backwoods shit. Most of your craft guys are like us. They came from where we're at. And the way that they got the law set up, I mean, it's really stupid. I mean, you can't just, come up with a shit ton of money and open a distillery and not know how to do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You got to learn that craft somewhere. And that means you got to learn that craft in the closet, in the backwoods or in the
Yeah.
shed or
Now
wherever
on
the
the
hell
internet-
you got to
now
learn
on
it
the internet
out of the
more.
sight.
Now on the internet more than before. There's more people doing it, I think, because they know how.
Yeah. And I'm loving the fact that it's all over YouTube, it's all over TikTok, it's all over the internet. It's the cat's so far out of the bag, they ain't stuffing that sumbitch back in.
Yeah. Not selling it, doing stupid stuff. Do they really care?
And I don't guess they can throw us all in the hoose gal.
Well, if they were smart, they'd charge us all $20 a year license, unlimited, as long as you don't sell it. for
Yep,
first
there you
use.
go.
Bingo.
That's what it really should be.
That's just
We're
like, I
gonna
don't know
make it
where
anyway.
I saw it. The guy was on YouTube or something, and he said in 2019 they sold 80,000 stills across the United States.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
What do you
Oh,
think
no.
Ozark Stillworks is? come into existence.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, if our government wanted to stop it, they'd stop it.
Oh yeah, our
So,
government's too busy bringing transgender American haters across the damn border to get them back here.
busy pushing across free healthcare. Yeah, yeah, they've got a lot more pressing things on their mind.
10% for the big guy.
Don't take that to assume that they support us doing it, though.
No.
Just
Oh,
call
no.
it as well.
Right.
It's the same thing with medical marijuana. Don't assume that if our government supports you doing it. They changed the form that you fill out to purchase a firearm once states started approving medical marijuana, and
Right.
they did that for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't think they support it, but yeah, they've got more.
I don't condone of illegal activities, but Tomcat, thanks for this stuff right here. I appreciate you, buddy.
In the hand.
Yeah.
Enjoy your iced tea there, buddy. And I don't condone illegal activities either.
I mean, I think they're just being a little ridiculous, but
Well,
you know,
I mean,
making
the
your
government-
own for yourself and one or two friends is one thing. Now, if we were making it and selling 200-300 gallons, that's a different issue.
Yeah, that cuts into their money, see.
That cuts into their money,
We're
exactly.
not, you know, it ain't worth the time to go after us because we don't really amount to shit on the tax. And I'm still buying government liquor anyways. We all are. Except
you know,
for
I would say I'm all about the don't tell, don't sell, but I mean, I am about don't sell, but I can't say don't tell because we're
Yeah, exactly. Where are we?
Here we
We
are.
kind of screwed ourselves on that part.
Well, I mean, it ain't like we really show how to do everything
Nope.
on, we're not showing distillation on our channels and stuff, but we get you there, now you're gonna have to learn that on your own.
We all
No,
We'll
do.
talk
teach
about it. Knowledge is not illegal.
Are you
Yep.
sure? Give it time.
Well, everything I'm spewing is theory.
I'm even
Call me
drinking
Mr.
government liquor.
What's that?
I said I'm even drinking government liquor.
Yeah,
There you go. See?
I was too. Yep, I
But-
was too.
See,
I don't know if you
it's
guys
not,
have
man.
ever
He's
heard
just
of
buying
this one.
government liquor and saying it's his. There we go.
Carl brought this. It's called Patty. It's a apple cinnamon whiskey. It's is it whiskey apple cinnamon? Yes, apple
What's it
cinnamon
called?
apple cinnamon liqueur.
Okay.
Oh, a
It-
liqueur. Oh,
It's
gotcha.
actually really nice. It's 35%, so 70
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah.
I think.
So if
this
you
is-
guys see this in the store, buy it.
Okay.
What's it called, Wayne? You said Patty?
Patty.
Oh, here we go. We got the bottle coming up. Oh, Patty. Gotcha. Okay. I will look for that. I will look for that.
It is
Liqueurs are a whole new animal. Those are all.
It's
that's a
extremely
whole-
good. It's extremely good.
They're usually sweet though.
They
That
usually
one's not
are.
sweet.
Sweet.
Really?
It's it's not super sweet. You get a good cinnamon bite, and then it's like apple juice.
You know,
Interesting.
if you think about it, there's a lot of corn in dog food. I bet you can make this out of dog food.
There is
We're
a
gonna
lot
bring
of
that up
there's a lot
again,
of
are
corn
we?
in dog food, buddy.
Yep. So if you like liqueurs, you may actually like Bumbu because Bumbu is like
Oh, I've
is-
got a bottle of
the
Bumbu.
flavor of Bumbu is almost like a liqueur.
Yeah, it's just a little too sweet for me. I think what I like about Patty is the cinnamon. That cinnamon balances out the sweet's not that bad. It's not that sweet. I mean, it is sweet, but it's not sickening sweet.
Alrighty then.
I like Bear, I like the sweet stuff, but
Oh, I do, but to an extent. With
Well,
rum,
Typically with wine, that's what I prefer is a sweet wine. I like the
yeah. Now that's me. That's me, Alvin. I like a sweeter wine. I
Yeah,
like country wines.
I'm not a wine connoisseur. I like the sweet wines. I
I
just,
like medium body and dry.
You're a cheese connoisseur.
yeah, I'm a cheese connoisseur. Actually, I need to do more cheese on my channel.
Yeah, we're gonna just figure you're an expert on all of it.
Yeah, I don't have anybody near me that makes cheese there. Not that I'd send you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be learning how to make homemade cheese anytime soon. I'm more of a consumer.
Yep. What I've been looking at, there are companies that import cheese from around the world.
Yeah.
And some of them sell on Amazon, but Amazon is a little more expensive. But some of them you can get a whole pound of cheese for like $40 delivered to your door from Italy or somewhere. So
Wayne, what are you doing?
I dropped my phone.
Oh. Okay.
I was trying to get it to stand back up.
Night, Zach. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we've gone an hour and a half. Do you think we should give the listening public a break here? I mean, if they go to download this in the future.
I'm out of beer.
Is an hour and a half a lot?
You didn't come prepared.
I only brought 4. I should have brought more.
Oh, I feel prepared.
I brought 3 and well, no, I brought 3.5. I'm fixing to open my third or my last one. But that daggum apple pie. Whew,
Yeah, you were drinking that also. You weren't just drinking beer.
right. I ain't fucking around.
That'll mess you up. I do have some I have some of that cherry stuff downstairs. I could probably.
Oh yeah? In that tin can?
No, I finished all that stuff. I have some of that cherry stuff that you make in a crock pot.
So does that being in the metal can, does that come across?
No.
Yes. So it is not distilled with cherry. It is a corn liqueur that is blended with a cherry liqueur. So it's a corn moonshine blended with a cherry liqueur.
Okay.
It's actually really good. It is really good. The cherry just pops right off the top. It's right
But
there.
it's not overpowering or sweet.
But it is a blend. It is not a cherry moonshine. It is a
Okay.
Cherry
So it's not like
liqueur
a cherry
with
bounce
liqueur.
or yeah, okay.
Yep,
No,
it is
I
really
like
good. It is really good.
Yeah, I'd buy it again. I think you're supposed to make mixed drinks out of it. And I drank it out of the fucking can. And
Yep.
It was good.
Yeah, that's one of the things about liqueurs, man. Liqueurs, with the process, the way that they do that, they really bring that flavor across.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the little 3-gallon Bain Marie pot going because I want it with my mason jar thumpers because I do want to do some flavored stuff, but that's out of already distilled alcohol, so you don't have to worry about your cuts are already made.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the most part. But yeah, the liqueurs are interesting. I really like them. Some of them. They got one that's called a Baron-Jäger, and it's a honey liqueur.
Oh, I've had it. I've had several of those.
It is kind of stupid sweet, but
Hey,
the honey flavor, cold beer. The honey
Wayne,
flavor
if
is
you
good.
pour a shot of that in some warm apple cider, put a little cinnamon there. That's the bomb. Jaeger Baron.
liqueurs are used a lot though in mixed drinks because they bring across that flavor really well.
I can see that. I can see that.
Eden says he wants to get back into brewing beer.
Nice. Yeah, Carl and I, that's the thing. When we brewed that rye, Carl's like, man, let me run up to the brew shop and get 4 ounces of hops. He was ready to go ahead and do a 10 gallons of hop beer and call it good.
That's funny.
He brews beer. We got a buddy of ours. He brews beer all the time. Carl does every once in a while, and me and Carl do rarely. Most of the time, we're brewing stuff to go and feed Sally.
Yep. I mean, I like this. One of the good things about distillation is you don't have to worry as much about cleanliness or sanitary, I guess I should say. You got to be clean, you just have to be sanitary.
Yeah. You know, for instance, those blue fermenters that I got from you, Alvin, every time I don't know what was in them, but every time I use them, I get a lacto.
So yeah,
And I
I
don't
have
with
no
my
idea
white
what was in them either.
So when I did the rye, it was too big. I had it all in one of my white ones, and it was full. So I took half of it out and put it in one of the blue ones. Well, both of them had the wild yeast log. Both of them had kicked, but the blue one got a lacto. Same way my rice got a lacto, and it just everything I put in them gets a lacto.
Interesting.
But so what I did was I was worried about it eating up all my sugar before the yeast got going, so I went ahead and pitched daddy on that one. So half of that batch is daddy yeast, and half of it is my wild yeast I caught from the North Tunnel brewing supply over in Fayetteville.
Yeah, so some of those barrels I bought, they had labels on them, so you knew what come in them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them had medicine in them. They actually came
the ones that I have, the two white ones, they had ibuprofen in them.
Okay, yeah.
And it may be coincidence too, Alvin. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue, but
I tell you what, when I pitched the daddy, it beat down. It damn sure beat down. I pitched it heavy, but it beat down the lacto, and the lacto never picked back up. I'm sure if I'd let them set for another week, it would have.
Yeah.
But it was dry. There wasn't nothing for it really to feed on. But the smell was different.
Huh.
The smell and the taste of the beer, both were different. So I'm a big believer that yeast makes more difference than most of us think.
Oh yeah. Yeast makes a big difference.
Huge difference.
I'd like to try to find a cold temperature yeast, so we could sit out in the shed this time of year at 30 degrees and just keep it around 40 or something, and just keep it from freezing and have the yeast work,
Well, Ray, I'll tell you that wild yeast that you got that I sent you, it sat out here at 60 to 65 degrees and did fine.
Yeah. 55?
65.
65?
Yeah, 60, 65. I had electric blanket around it, and it kept it about 60 to 65 degrees, depending on how cold it was outside.
Yeah.
Even when we got down to 2 degrees, below, I was still holding 60 degrees in here.
Nice.
But that was electric blanket. But the yeast did fine. The yeast finished dry. Flavor profile is good. I want to try what Alan was talking about and do a slurry of that and kind of dry it out.
Okay.
And make a powdered yeast. And I think that would be easier to send out. I mean, a yeast log works good. I mean, hell, like I say, you pitch it, you've got that culture as long as you maintain that log.
Right. Well, I'm going to use it on that poutine.
Oh, are you?
Yep, I'm going to use yours on that poutine.
So the one Alan I sent him, he used it, and I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, it finished dry." So the first batch didn't, but everything after that finished dry.
Nice.
So any of you guys want any of that? I've got some yeast logs. I'll send them out. But you, grape juice, you want a yeast log?
Sure.
Grape juice.
I got a lot of daddy that I've accumulated.
I got
I'm waiting to hear what you guys think of the one I sent you.
I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm waiting. Honestly, I'm
waiting until this fruit comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to try it again on some more fruit.
So we have a little place down here called Appletown, and they have apple orchards everywhere.
That over by Lincoln?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You familiar with Lincoln?
Just when I was looking for houses and stuff, I found a place
Yeah.
in Lincoln.
Lincoln's my back door.
Yep.
So I'm hoping my aunt that makes the pepper jellies and all the fruit pepper jellies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
She's got a booth set up down there at Appletown, and yeah, she's been making bank. She's selling all kinds of her hot sauces, and her business is called Some Like It Hot.
See,
And
it's a damn shame I can't sell some pepper shine at her booth. I got the Bloody Mary mix of earth going on.
ain't that the good stuff, Tom?
Thing I did wrong was to put 2 peppers in there. One's enough, and then I diluted it down with some more corn liquor. I drink it every Sunday.
Man, that pepper shine, that infusion like that is perfect to me for a Bloody Mary.
It is. It is.
You don't need nothing else to spice it up.
Nope. And then in fact, I put some pickle juice in it to slow it down just a little bit, and it's perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing. Pickle juice is a staple
I
of
like
Bloody
pickle
Mary.
juice.
It's the bomb, ain't it? Yep. Some zing zang and some.
Oh, I love Zing Zang.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Zing Zang's my go-to.
Mine too. There's a local, I think it's a lady, I'm not sure, but somebody up here near me is marketing and trying to sell their own blend. And they won second place in some big national Bloody Mary mix contest, and they, so they're trying to make their fame and fortune. I keep telling them, give me some and I'll do an honest review.
Right.
Buy some. It's like $17 a bottle. You should give me some.
No. Shit.
Yeah.
You can't afford to drink it.
Not me. I'll go through that one and get Zing Zang for $5.65 a bottle.
Right.
And I'm just saying, they got the volume discount going on with Zing Zang or something.
Yeah, I like since I don't make any alcohol because it's illegal, I like Tomcat's pepper shine and Zing Zang.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. You taught me.
Education's not
You
illegal.
already knew what you were doing. I got a flask over here that's still got a dab left in it that
It was
proves
a
it.
good idea you had, Wayne. I'm glad you told me. Yeah.
Now I may have turned you on to the pepper stuff, but you already had the other part going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It don't matter. And what are they gonna do? Come get you? Come on.
Right. If they wanted me, I've been on the damn internet doing moonshine since 2013. So
If they wanted me, they would have got me when Barack Obama was president.
yeah.
And so they must not that much. I'm sure I'm on a list or somewhere.
All I can say is Joe Biden can't handle my liquor.
Joe Biden can't even change his own fucking diapers.
They're
I
gonna
don't
run
think Joe
again.
Biden can spell liquor.
He's gonna run again. Yeah.
All right. So looks like our YouTube event's turned into a political rant.
Yeah, well,
I'm about phasing out myself, boys.
yeah, I'm getting close
It's
myself.
about that time.
Well, as always, I've enjoyed it. If I don't talk to you, which I will talk to all of you. Happy New Year. Next year's gonna be great.
Happy New Year, brothers.
Happy New
Happy
Year,
New
guys.
Year.
Happy New Year to our
Hey,
viewers.
gentlemen.
Thanks for joining
Happy
us.
New Year,
Happy New
everybody.
Year,
Thank you for all the follows and check us. Hey, come hang out with us on Distiller Tradition on MeWe, Distiller
Yeah.
Tradition on YouTube, Crazy 8 Moonshiners or not YouTube. Damn it, Distiller Tradition on Facebook, Crazy 8 Moonshiners on YouTube, and Crazy 8 Moonshiners on TikTok.
Yep.
We're all over the place.
All right. Take care, guys.
TikTok's good for more than
Take care,
noodle
guys.
See you.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good
Later,
day.
y'all.
Night.
Night.
Night.